smooth plain, and the eastern part is covered with mountains and craters. Leaving the grim spot of Cthulhu Macula behind us, let's head north. Here lies Lowell Regio, the vast valley surrounding Pluto's North Pole. Surprisingly, it is this place that is currently the most illuminated part of the celestial body's surface. The point is that Pluto's axis of rotation has a very large tilt with respect to the plane of its orbit, so in its movement it found itself facing the Sun with its North Pole. It is assumed that it's for this reason that the density of Pluto's atmosphere has tripled over the past 30 years, despite the growing distance from the Sun. It is likely that the Sun's rays evaporate nitrogen ice settled at the pole, which goes into the dwarf planet's atmosphere. In its orbital motion, Pluto has a number of peculiarities compared to the planets of the solar system. In addition to the fact that its orbit has a noticeable tilt to the ecliptic plane, the planetoid itself constantly performs cyclic oscillations near a certain point. This is due to the presence of a large satellite, gravitationally affecting the dwarf planet. It is called Charon, and its mass is 1.52 times 10 to the power of 21 kilograms, which is more than 11% the mass of Pluto itself. As a consequence, both celestial bodies orbit a common mass center between them. They are tidally locked to each other, so they face each other with the same sides at all times. Unlike Pluto's, the surface of its satellite is noticeably darker and shows an abundance of water ice, which is mixed with methane and nitrogen only in some regions. In addition to Charon, there are several other satellites, but all of them are much smaller and irregular in shape. Nix and Hydra, discovered in 2005, measure several tens of kilometers, and Kerberos and Styx, which were discovered later, are not over 16 kilometers in diameter. All of these celestial bodies consist mainly of water ice and were probably captured by Pluto's gravity from the Kuiper Belt. Unfortunately, a significant part of Charon was not caught in the field of view of the New Horizons probe's cameras, but many curious terrain features can be found on the visible surface of the celestial body. For example, to the south of the equator, there lies a vast region called Vulcan Planum. Its area is not known precisely, but it is not less than 400,000 square kilometers, which is comparable with the size of an average European country. Here, the highest summit of Charon can be found, Kubrick Mons. Its diameter measures around 40 kilometers, and according to some estimates, its height reaches 4,000 meters. In addition, the mountain is surrounded by a wide circular moat, as it were, up to 2 kilometers deep. According to some assumptions, Kubrick Mons may in fact be a cryovolcano. In this case, it is very likely that the area around it has sunk under its own weight due to the emptying of the underground reservoir. To the north stretches the vast Oz Terra, the surface of which is pockmarked with many craters. It is separated from Vulcan Planum by a system of giant ledges and crevices with a total height of about a kilometer. The largest of them is Serenity Chasma, which is 200 kilometers long with a width varying from 40 to 50 kilometers. It can be as deep as 7 kilometers, and it is difficult to explore its bottom because of the thick shadows cast by the steep slopes. Further north yet, near the very pole, there is the giant Mordor Macula. Its diameter reaches 475 kilometers, and its origin is still debatable. According to the dominant hypothesis today, nitrogen and methane floating from Pluto's atmosphere were trapped by Charon's gravity and so settled at its poles. After exposure to ultraviolet radiation, they turned into tholins and gradually concentrated in the ice of the celestial body. This assumption needs verification, which will be an object of future missions. Charon largely remains a mystery to us because its research is only just starting. Although the Pluto-Charon system is undoubtedly one of the most interesting structures in the solar system, it is still understudied. Unfortunately, the New Horizons probe left its environs long ago, and the celestial bodies themselves are rapidly moving away from us, taking their secrets along. At the moment, The probe is more than 50 astronomical units away from the Earth, and from time to time beams back to us some extremely important data. By about 20